The Back to the Future DeLorean has a lot of problems, so I'm going to be showing you some mods that I made for it. So to start, there are many things from the third movie. So I made this little thing that goes on the front, like in the first one and the third one. Now, there are some steps you need to do in order to put it on, and there are some other pieces. So you need 2 of these slopes, which I have here. But you also need this little assembly. You can see what that is, just a 2x1 white plate and 1x1 plates, no studs, of these 2 different colors. I made this with a bunch of extra pieces that I had, so it'll end up looking something like that on the front. So there are some things on the front that you have to change. You'll have to get rid of these 2 things right here and replace them with either this or this. And you'll need 3 of these no stud ones. And that's all you need for this part. So once you've taken this off, I took these off so it'd be simpler to see. You're going to need to place these tiles in certain places. So this one, this stud, will go right there. This thing tries to come off sometimes, but it'll go right there. And take a T-slope and place it right there. And another T-slope. Put it right there. So now you have these left. And you'll need to put that right there. And right there. This last one. Right there. So it'll look like that. Then you take the bigger piece. Here's a better shot of all that's on there, so you can see that. So I think one of the pieces, like this calculator thing, came from this set. I think is in there. Yep. So that's one thing. This is the bottom shot. Here's the side. But really, it doesn't really matter what all goes there. Just make it look thrown together and techie, like with that stopwatch piece and that calculator and gizmos and stuff. But those straps do matter because they use leather straps to go on there. So you take that and you put it right there using the already provided studs from the Lego set. And you take this thing I showed earlier, and that'll go right. Well, if I can get it there, should connect right there. So it'll end up looking like that. The leather straps attaching it and all the gizmos. Like I said earlier, you'd have to take these 2 pieces off from the front so you can put those studs. I only took these off because whenever you have to take those plates off, sometimes you have to pull this front assembly up, and this is connected to that. So that's a little note. Now for this part, you're going to have to take the wheels off, as I've done here. So, at the end of the movie, you know the car... Since we're going to have to get this guy on some train wheels, I've got some here from, like, a Lego creator set. So, let's go ahead and put these on. But in order to do that, you're going to have to keep these that are provided in the set. This is what these wheels look like on the car. Unfortunately, it doesn't roll anymore because it doesn't technically reach the bottom. But whenever it's just being displayed, it looks pretty cool. And I know there are other wheels in the third movie, but I don't have the parts for that. Looks like this car is getting ready to get hit by that.